Hi friends, welcome back to Everyday English with Emma. I'm so happy you're here. This is the podcast where learning English feels easy, warm, and real, like chatting with a friend who just happens to speak really clear English. Today, we're going to learn something super useful, how to talk about your day in English. We'll go step by step, morning, afternoon, and night, and I'll teach you simple phrases that sound natural. No big grammar, no stress. Just real English you can use every day. And hey, if you enjoy this kind of friendly learning, don't forget to follow, like, or subscribe so you can keep improving with me every week. All right, take a deep breath. Let's start your English day together. Let's start with the morning, the moment your eyes open. You can say, I wake up at 7. Try it with me, I wake up at 7. Good job. Now, after you wake up, maybe you stay in bed for a few minutes. You can say, I stay in bed for 5 minutes. Or, I check my phone. That's a real one, right? I do that too sometimes. Then you get up. Say it with me. I get up. Then maybe you make your bed. I make my bed every morning. After that, brush your teeth. I brush my teeth. I wash my face. Nice and easy. Now let's add one more sentence. I take a shower. I get dressed. Let's put it all together. Listen and then repeat after me slowly. I wake up at 7, I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I get dressed. Perfect! You just described the start of your day in English. All right, now let's eat. To talk about breakfast, try, I eat breakfast at home. I drink coffee in the morning. If you want to say what you eat, just add it after. I eat eggs and toast. I eat cereal. Or my favorite, my quick breakfast is a banana. It's short and real, and your English sounds real too. You can also talk about what you don't eat. I don't eat breakfast. I just drink coffee. Let's do a little practice. Listen once, then I'll pause so you can repeat. I eat breakfast at home. I drink coffee in the morning. My breakfast is a banana. Nice, you sound great. If you want to sound more friendly, you can add usually. I usually eat breakfast at 7. That means you do it most days. Now it's time to go out, to work, to school, or wherever your day begins. You can say, I go to work at 8. I go to school at 7:30. If you walk, say, I walk to work. If you take transport, I take the bus. I drive to work. I ride my bike. Let's listen and repeat together. I take the bus to work. I walk to school. I drive to work. Very nice. Now, if you want to say when your work starts, say, I start work at 9. Or I start school at 8. Try it, I start work at 9. Good job. And how about this question? What time do you start work? You can answer, I start work at 9. That's a real natural conversation starter. Now it's the middle of the day, lunchtime. You can say, I eat lunch at noon. Or I eat lunch at 1 o'clock. If you want to say where, just add it at the end. I eat lunch at work. I eat lunch with my friends. Here's an example. I eat lunch at work with my friend Sarah. Try that. I eat lunch at work with my friend. Nice. Now, let's talk about finishing work or school. I finish work at 5. I finish school at 3. Say it with me. I finish work at 5. Good job. You can also say, I go home at 5. I take the train home. Let's connect it all. I finish work at 5. I go home and rest. That's perfect natural English. Now it's evening, time to relax. You can say, I cook dinner. I eat dinner with my family. I watch TV after dinner. Try this small story with me. I get home, I cook dinner, I eat with my family, I watch TV. Simple, clear, and true for many people. You can also add details. I cook rice and chicken. I watch Netflix. I listen to music in the evening. Let's say one together. I listen to music in the evening. Beautiful. Now, maybe you do something quiet before bed. I read a book. I talk to my friend. I check my phone again. All real things we do. Finally, bedtime. You can say, I go to bed at 10. I sleep around 11. If you're really tired, say, I'm tired, so I go to bed early. Or if you stay up late, say, I go to bed late. Let's do a mini bedtime story in English together. I take a shower. I put on my pajamas. I brush my teeth. I read a little. Then I go to bed. Good job. You've just described a full English day. Now, let's make your sentences flow like a real conversation. We can use first, then, next, and finally. Example. First, I wake up. Then I brush my teeth. Next, I eat breakfast. Finally, I go to work. Try. Perfect. Those words make your English sound smooth and natural. Emma, now let's practice together. I'll say a sentence. You repeat it after me. Ready? I wake up at 7. I eat breakfast. I go to work at 8. I eat lunch at noon. I finish work at 5. I cook dinner. I go to bed at 10. Nice job. You just said a whole story about your day in English. If that felt easy, you're doing amazing. If it felt hard, don't worry. Listen again tomorrow and practice. Repetition is how your brain learns fast. Emma. Okay, friends, let's review the key phrases from today. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to work or school. I finish at 5. I cook dinner. I go to bed at 10. Simple, useful, and real. You can already describe your day in English. That's huge progress. Remember, keep it short, keep it real, and keep it friendly. You don't need to sound perfect. You just need to practice. You're improving already. I'm proud of you. Now I have a question for you. What's the first thing you do in the morning? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to read your answers next episode. If you liked today's lesson, don't forget to follow, share, and subscribe. It helps a lot, and it means we can keep learning together every week. Thank you so much for joining me today. You're doing great. Keep speaking, keep smiling, and keep learning. See you next time on Everyday English with Emma.